Alright guys, in today's video we get the new exclusive relics for older characters in Universal Tower Defense, and well, it makes them a lot crazier. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, so they basically dropped like a whole new relics for a bunch of new characters, and who I'm really trying to focus on is most likely the Bleach characters. So they did drop one for Stark, Coyote, and Ukiora. Ukiora also got one, so this is kind of perfect. So I'm basically going to get it mostly for the three main Bleach characters, maybe because there's a Bleach update coming up soon and you know they could probably get buffed. Now if I'm correct, maybe there could be one in the raid, because that's where Coyote and stuff and Ukiora was. As we can see here, Ukiora has one right here, which is really cool. Increases his damage by 800%, no collateral, triggers a follow-up, 10-second cooldown. His undespairable chance increased to 50, resurrect is permanent, and its buffs are doubled. And I think maybe here, yeah, for Stark, increases damage 200%, spirit, his wolf summon increased to 50, spawn cap increased to 12, and the meter gain is much higher and removes stun from the ability that he has. That is like a lot better, and I'm not sure where to find Kenpachis. Now Kenpachis I believe will be in the story mode, in the Bleach story mode, which I'm really excited about because he was my favorite character of the update when he came out for the first time. When he first came out, he was my favorite character. Yeah, here it is. Increases damage by 400%. His slow increased to 30, damage increased to 30, and his cut through passive scaled by 20% increase. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do want to get him first, then I'm gonna focus on the raids. So this guy looks really cool. Now it doesn't really have a pity, so that doesn't really look good for me, so hopefully I get lucky and get it in my first try. Now star modes aren't too hard, they're pretty simple, pretty easy. They take like about 2 minutes to complete, or like a minute or so. I can literally just place Vegito down, or like Gogeta, because he's hybrid odd placement. If I just place him down, he will be really good. Especially in the older stages, they had a lot of air units. Place down Cell, because he can go into hybrid form, which is really cool, and he does lose a bit of range, but that's whatever. But this is it. These two units, that's it. And Cell does have this ability where he can eat Gogeta basically, and he will gain a buff from that. And bro, this guy Cell is insane. Check out that video if you want to. This guy is crazy. And did we get it here? My assumption is that we didn't really get it. Well, I'm gonna do this for a bit, and hopefully I get it in time and early. Okay, funny enough, I wasn't able to catch it, but I did get it. I got it, which was really good. So let's head back to lobby and check. Hopefully we get the right one. Okay, so phew, I actually got lucky here. Berserker Cleave. I think it was Cleave or something like that. Yep. Got the buff potency one. Does that really make a difference? Elemental. I mean, he does do elemental damage. I mean, okay, I'll just I want to just try it out. Obviously, I'll get a better one because obviously that would be better for him. We're just here to test it out. It would be better if we had the elemental damage, but it being a 5% chance with no pity doesn't really make it any much better. But we do have some nice damage on it though, I can't lie. So we do have that. For the build for him, I was thinking about the Berserker set, which is kind of perfect because the rest of the relics that we need is going to be in this raid, which is going to sit right in for what we need right here and right here. So, and the last thing I would say, yep, that's pretty much it. We just need to get Coyote's sword and Ukiora's wings. So once we get that, we're basically set to see how strong these guys have really become. Hopefully I get that very soon.
Best at it.
Okay, so after defeating this last boss, I did get the Ukiora relic, which was really nice, and I did get Stark's as well. So that plays perfectly into everything. Okay, so I luckily got all the things we need. I think it's the sword. Yes, we got elemental damage on this one, which is actually perfect. Funny enough, for Stark, what he needs actually isn't going to be the Bleach set. For him, it's basically the Monarch cape. So his build should look something like this with the Monarch set and his exclusive relic basically, which looks really cool. This is his like best build overall. And now Ukiora on the other hand, I believe he will have basically the bleach set because I believe that's going to be the best overall for him. So that is basically what we're looking for. Now his overall build is like this: damage, I'm assuming damage, and his exclusive relic. And I got his max leveled with all the points in his damage. Now the one I'm excited for most is going to be Kenpachi. This guy is who I'm excited to put onto the team, mostly because he was one of my favorite units when they first came out. So I'm gonna get the relics onto this guy and he's gonna look crazy. Okay, so this is the build that we basically have for him, and I think this is going to look really nice overall with the whole team. Now, I am going to keep one of the units in here just to hold off in the beginning when we go showcase them. And these guys, I'm really excited to see how crazy they are. Hopefully, they live up to the expectations of their new relics. So let's head in and really see what these guys can do for us in the new relics that they have got. Okay, we are in here. Let's sell Vegito, and I'm excited to leave you for last. So let's start off with Stark. Now Stark, he has basically the wolves, which allows them to pull up on the scene. And now with the Monarch set, basically allowing him to have the summon buffs, which is really good. So he has passives here. His passives in the past weren't really much. So obviously with his relic, he got a whole buff on takedown, and these are basically his passives. I believe the takedown for the wolves, this wolf spawn, is a lot higher. Their health is a lot higher. He doesn't have a stun for his ult anymore. Now the main thing is how crazy is his damage now compared to back then. Now he is doing 153,000 damage every 4.1 seconds. So every 4 seconds basically. Now I'm not gonna lie, this guy is crazy because he also has spawns, which basically comes in 76,000 health, and they're basically going to be coming in almost all the time. This guy might be meta again once the bleach update comes out. And obviously for his ult, he's doing like 500% of his damage, and yeah, this guy's like crazy and no more stun. Like, what more can you ask for from this guy? Like, look at this. This is mainly what he's getting, a whole new passive with this relic. Now for the GOAT himself, Ukiora, we're gonna place him on the hill since he is a hill unit, and we're going to max him out to see what his new damage looks like. 176,000 every 3 seconds. Wait, hold on, this guy might be a bit compy here. Now for Ukiora, his damage does get increased. He doesn't have no collateral, triggers a follow-up, which does have a 10-second cooldown. Unpredictable despair, chance increased to 50%. Resurrect is permanent, and its buffs are doubled. Now, so these are what his passives are. The collateral, so they get buffed, double buffed. Spirit energy, he gains attack, and he has this charge meter, damage per spirit charge up to 50% because on the etherealization, I'm not sure which one. His passive ability, he can transform into his resurrect state, and he will have these buffs and his unpredictable despair, stunning, confusing, and he has a 25% chance to trigger them, and obviously his ability and when his in resurrect state, and it will be a big nuke with 400% damage with a 45-second cooldown. Now his damage is like skyrocketing, lowering his SPA. I really hope we can see his transform state. Okay, here we are. We are in his transform state. Yeah, look at this, bro. The SPA has dropped 2.85 seconds. Like, yeah, and now it's going back up. Wow, this guy's crazy, bro. They really made this guy insane. I believe he'll get even more insane once the Bleach team comes out, and maybe a universal unit, unrivaled unit with a Bleach leader skill. This guy can get buffed up like crazy. Now, last but not least is going to be himself, Kenpachi. One of my favorite old units of the game and like ever. Max out full AoE every 4 seconds, basically 210,000 damage, and he's full AoE. What more can you ask for? Hybrid. Now obviously his whole passives isn't really doing much. He has like a elemental restriction, doing elemental damage, slow increasing damage buff for enemies, but his relic is where it comes in, increasing his damage, more slow, more damage, and cutting through increase by 20, the cut through passive. One of the GOATs, even with this kind of makes him a lot better, especially if you're a new player and you get this relic. This guy is going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. The Bleach team is looking crazy. These three guys alone together as one. Absolute insane amounts of damage. Ukiora. Oh my god. You can literally run these three guys with the new relics they have. Absolutely perfect. You don't need anyone else. They can basically probably run everything. Obviously with Kenpachi, his passives are a little bit iffy because he doesn't really have much. But these two do look promising, especially Ukiora. Let me know what you guys think. These guys are crazy. Obviously there's other units. Well, I'm mostly focused on these guys because they were the most hype for me. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys. Bye bye.